Hi loves, my name is Mellon and welcome to my channel. Let's see if I can get, ooh, yes, welcome to my channel. My name is Mellon. Welcome to the Moon and Star Therapy channel. If you are new here, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you never miss an upload from me. And for those of you who are not new here, hey ladies, hey guys, how are you all doing today? Thank you so much for tuning into another video. I'm super excited to be back on camera and talking to you guys. Welcome to my channel where we are a whole vibe, okay? Before we get into this message, I want you to reach your arms out to the side. Take your other arm out, okay? I want you to bring it in and I want you to squeeze and hug yourself, okay? Because I just gave you a virtual hug. If nobody hugged you today, if no one told you they loved you today, I love you. I hope you all are having a wonderful Saturday. I hope you have a great weekend, okay? So, this message is going to be tailored to my ladies. This is, my grown conversation, grown woman talk series, okay, for my ladies watching the channel. Guys, if you want to watch, you can, but it's for the ladies, okay? So, ladies, how are y'all doing, okay? I hope you all are doing well. I'm super excited. Today, we're going to be talking about the major love languages, okay? I feel this is very important. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're going to talk about the 5 love languages, the 5 different ways that people can express their love in a relationship, okay? So I really wanted to talk about this because I feel it's very important to know what your love language is. So when you're dating somebody, when you're getting to know somebody, you can really understand and clearly say, okay, the love languages that are important to me, is this person able to, provide that for me? Is it this person's strong suit? Okay. Yeah, so we're going to get into it. Just to update you ladies, I have, created my, a dating profile on Hinge, okay? And let me correct myself. In the past video, I told you guys that Hinge was spelled H-I-N-G. It's actually spelled H-I-N-G-E, okay? So your girl's on Hinge. We're gonna see how it goes. You know, it's gonna take some time. One thing I found out about myself with creating this dating profile, child, is that I am picky as AF, okay? Your girl is picky, okay? So I was looking at a lot of profiles, okay, and a lot of them I X'd out. Now there was one person that stood out, okay? There was one person that stood out, okay? He was 6'4", so you know your girl is one to date people in the taller range, okay? If you 5'10", you pushing it, okay? And it's not that I'm discriminating against short men or I have anything against short men, because in my past relationship, he was short, only, 5'7". It's just that this time around, I want to date people in the taller range, okay? But I have nothing against short men. But this guy was 6'4", okay? Over 230. Weighing at over 230, 6'4", super tall. He had them shoulders. If y'all didn't watch the last video, I'll make sure I link the last video, but I was telling y'all like what kind of men I like. He definitely had his shoulders, okay? He definitely has the guns. He has the beard, because your girl likes the beard. I don't want to be with a man that's clean shaven if I can help it. I like a man with a nice, now not a beard that's out of control. Like, I don't like a Rick Ross beard, okay? But I do like a nice, Scar Lion King kind of beard. Okay? So your girl, you gotta have the beard. I don't know, it's just something about the beard. You just gotta have it, okay? So yeah, your girl likes the beard, so he did have that, okay? He did have nice legs, okay? He had them big legs that I like. And ladies, you will never guess what his profession is. Y'all are gonna laugh. He is a truck driver. I had this whole conversation in my past video about men in uniforms and men who drive trucks. Taking packages out all day and how they have nice legs, child. It was a whole thing. If you haven't watched that video, you can watch it. But yeah, so yeah, I did. He was cute. He stood out to me. He was really cute. had the beard. He's on, you know, I like darker skinned men. I like chocolate men, but your girl is open to dating on the light skin side. So he was, you know, on the light skin side. He definitely had some nice brown eyes and nice beard and, you know, just looking manly and muscular. But guess what? I was too shy to like his picture. I was too shy. I didn't like it. And the thing with Hinge is when you create a profile, if you don't like their picture and you exit it, it's not like you, well, I'm new to it, so it's not like I could go back and find it, okay? But he did have his Instagram in there, and so your girl is following him on Instagram, okay? So yeah, because I don't know, I'm just super shy. It was like, when I created it, I was just looking. It's like, it's the first day. I don't know. I was just too shy to like heart and start a conversation. But you know, I am following him on Instagram. He does have an Instagram page, and so, you know, we'll see if he reaches out. Y'all know I don't believe in chasing no man. You know, I just, you know, I will put my net out there and see what comes back, and we'll see. And that's what I think all you ladies should do. You know, never chase a man. We are to position ourselves. We are to present ourselves. And then it's up to them, you know, if they see us valuable. If they don't see the value in us, then hey, keep on moving. But yeah, your girl is unhinged, and I'm not in a rush. I'm just gonna take my time. But yeah, he was fine. I had to admit, he was fine. He had the nice brown eyes, and your girl was just super shy. So I am following him on Instagram, so we'll see if he, you know, reaches out. You know, we'll see. But yeah, I'm super excited to just you know, be going on dates, ladies. I'm super excited. Like, I've been really working on myself for the past year, you know, working on my healing, like knowing what I want, knowing what I don't want. And that's why I'm creating this video, because it's super, super important that you ladies, before you get in another relationship, that you make sure you know, do that inner work and understand, like, you know, why you went through what you went through, and, you know, what made you stay if you stayed in it for a long time. You know, why did you stay? You know, just understanding all of that. You know, what in you is going on, what insecurities is going on if you were in a toxic relationship. You know, sometimes a relationship doesn't have to be toxic. Sometimes you can be so different from another person where it's just like, you know what, you're a great person, but what you're offering is not what I want. You know, and it's like that sometimes. You know, when you're dating and get to know each other, and you're trying to develop this long relationship, sometimes it doesn't have to be anything like extremely toxic. Sometimes, you know, like, again, we're gonna get into the love languages. Sometimes this person just doesn't get your love language, or, you know, is extremely different from you, or too into themselves, not really into the things that you want to do. So ladies, it's super, super important to know what you want. Another thing is, for those of you ladies who have been doing your, you know, your inner work and your transformation, and you've been in the hermit mode for the past couple of months to a year, and, you know, you're ready to get out there, you're ready to, you know, have love in your life. It doesn't have to be getting married or get engaged, but you're just ready to be in the company of, you know, whoever that you feel like vibes with you, and, you know, get all these like butterfly lovey-dovey. I'm ready to feel like a schoolgirl child. I'm ready to feel like, you know how when you're in high school and you have a crush on a guy, and like, maybe he's only in like one of your classes, right? Maybe he's in like only one class, let's say math class, okay? And let's say it's the last class of the day, or it's the first class in the morning. It's like when you're at home, you're like, all you think about is, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see this fine man in first period, or this fine boy in seventh period, you know. And, you know, you might do your hair a certain way, you might, you know, dress up a certain way to see, you know, if he's checking you, and you get all butterflies. And if it's the last period of the day, if it's like seventh period, it's like you get butterflies. Like, you just get excited, like knowing this person is gonna be in your class, and you try to sit next to him, and oh my gosh, I'm feeling nostalgic. I always go off on the deep end, but I think that's the purpose of these grown woman talk conversations. It's just you know, I'm always like professional and all that, but, you know, in these type of videos, I just really I'm gonna let my hair down, figuratively speaking, and just, you know, have fun with you ladies, and just, you know, share things that you may resonate with. I do have a Patreon page, ladies. I will leave my Patreon page below for those of you who want some online girlfriends, for those of you who want to bounce ideas and talk. I will be going live on one of the tiers and answering questions, and we can all vibe and talk with each other, and then the other tier will just have videos, okay? But yes, your girl is just ready to feel like giddy. Like, you know how you feel like a giddy high school girl, you know, when you see your crush and every day you get excited of seeing them, okay? And then, you know, for some of us, we're so shy, you know, and we have our best friend and we go in there and we don't say nothing. And then when we go home, we call our best friend and we were like, oh my gosh, he looked at me today. Like, have y'all ever been in that situation where you had a crush on a guy and like you were too shy, and it's like you were there and like maybe he handed you a pencil, or I don't know, he looked your way, or he complimented you on something you had on or your hair, and girl, that compliment was everything. You took that little bit and you went home and you called your best friend. You like, girl, the way he handled that pencil to me today, oh child, oh, the way he handed me that the paper that the teacher told everybody passed out. When he handed me my paper, and he stared at me for like a couple of seconds. We all have been there, ladies, don't lie. We've all had crushes in high school. We were too shy and we were like, oh my gosh, he said he liked my hair today, or oh my gosh, he looked at me today, or oh my gosh, we had a whole conversation about Doritos, Cheetos, and Gatorade. We've all been there. But yeah, your girl is ready to get butterflies in her stomach. I'm on my sister's energy, my sister Brittany's energy. I'm on her energy. I want all the love languages, okay? I want all of them, okay? Because your girl has not had luck in the past, child, with... That's how it was. That's how it was in the past, okay? And so that's why I'm not playing no games with what I want. If somebody says, hey, what you're asking for is too much, I get it. I understand. God bless. Have a nice day. Because, yeah, I am not going to make anybody see the value or see my worth or try to get them to understand why I'm worth this type of affection or why I'm worth this type of love or why. No. I want someone who's already on that. I do not want a man baby. I do not want no one who just wants to, you know, just be catered to all day and they don't want to do nothing. You know, you just do this for them, do that for them, wash, cook, do laundry, clean the house, pay all the bills, and you know, they just let you, and the only thing they think they have to do is go to work. No, I don't want that. I don't want the bare minimum. You know, in the past, I was asking for someone for the bare minimum, but no, we're not doing that in 2022, and we're definitely not doing that in 2023. Yeah, your girl's ready to have butterflies. Your girl is ready to just like be surprised and spoiled and pampered. And any man who thinks that's extra, oh well, okay? God bless you. Have a nice day, okay? So let's get into these love languages, child. Okay, so as you're dating, go check out, research like the love languages. We're going to talk about the love languages here. Also, there is a website where I took a test. There's a test you can take to actually see like what's your love language, like what's most important to you, okay? So I will leave that link down below. And I'm also going to create a separate video on Patreon, and I'm going to share with you ladies what my results were and what my top level, or maybe, you know what, maybe I'll just share that in this video, just to give you, you know, just to give you ladies, you know, I'm gonna spoil you ladies and let you know a little bit more about me. But the next video I do, we're going to take it deeper into the things, you know, what I feel, how I think, what I'm looking for. We're going to take that onto Patreon, okay? Because I know I have different types of people watching my YouTube channel, and I'm not trying to, give anybody like a cheat sheet, okay? If you do want a cheat sheet, you're going to have to pay for it on Patreon. All right, let's get into it. So, ladies, There are 5 major love languages. Make sure as you're dating and you're getting to know people, make sure you take the time out to just find out, you know, what is your love language? Like, what gets you going? Like, what do you need on a daily basis in a relationship when you're pouring into someone? How do you want someone to pour back into you? Okay, so the first love language is words of affirmation. Okay, so words of affirmation is a love language that expresses love with words, that builds your partner up, makes them feel appreciated. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 5, this was very important to me after I took the test, and I'll share my results at the end of this video, okay? But words of affirmation are, say you're in a relationship, okay? And your love language is words of affirmation. This means that you desire a partner who's gonna say, wow, babe, you look beautiful today. I love your lipstick. I love how you do your makeup. Like, I love how you take pride in yourself and you want to look nice, not just for you, but just for me. Or, I love how you are always changing up your hair. Like, you are so dope. Like, I never met a girl like you. Like, you change your look and all the looks looks good on you. Or, you know what, babe, I love how you can just wear any look. You could wear short hair, you could wear long hair, you could wear braids, you know, stuff like that. Or someone you desire your partner to say, you know, I am so proud of you. Like, you've come a long ways. Like, I'm proud of what you're doing your thing. Like, you hold it down at work, you come home and, you know, you make sure to spend time with me. Or I'm so proud of you. You know, you're doing your thing with your business and school. Or I'm so proud of you, how you're such a good mother and how you just, you know, things like that. Okay. Words of affirmation are important to me, okay? For any guys watching the channel, if you're words of affirmation, you desire your woman to say, babe, I love how you, I don't know why my mind is going blank with the guys. Let me think of something I could give a compliment to a guy. Oh, babe, I love how you are always learning. I love how you are always growing and challenging yourself. Or, babe, I'm so proud of you for not being afraid to go after that promotion. You did it. Or, babe, I'm so proud of you for, you know, doing this for the family or doing this for the kids. Like, thank you. I appreciate, you know, stuff like that. Or, babe, you know, you looking good in that shirt. You got the muscles looking right. You got the hair looking good. You smelling good. You know, these are words of affirmation. Just letting your partner know how you appreciate them. You know, babe, I love you. Or, babe, I love the way you smell. Or, you know, if it's a guy, like, oh, babe, you got the Dapper Dan going on. Like, you looking good. Like, ooh, I'm ready to jump your bones. You know, stuff like that, okay? Those things are important. Let's see. Y'all get my drift with the words of affirmation. So if you're a person where, you know, you like words of affirmation, most people who appreciate words of affirmation are people who are nurturers, who are always encouraging each other, always inspiring each other. So words of affirmation is important to me because I am a very nurturing person, and if someone is in a relationship with me, I'm definitely going to let them know, like, what I appreciate about them, you know, how they make me laugh, how they make me feel. I'm definitely going to share how I care about them. I'm definitely going to share when I'm proud of them. I'm just definitely going to let them know when I see great things, or, you know, see them putting in the effort as far as their appearance, or, you know, working hard, or, you know, just trying to take care of me and love me and see what I'm into. I'm definitely going to let that person know. So I definitely would expect someone to, you know, share that with me, okay? So the second love language is acts of service, okay? So acts of service is things that require thought, effort, and time, okay? Examples of this would be like, you know, say, basically seeing a need, seeing someone maybe not have time to do something. Like, say, you know, you desire a man to maybe just take your car to go get detailed for no reason. Like clean it, fill it up with gas, you know, get the oil change, all that stuff. Like that would be an act of service. Another act of service would be like cooking for you. You know, say you're you know, you desire a man that like cooks every now and again to give you a break in the kitchen. You know, so you can like relax and, you know, put your feet up and, you know, they cook for you and feed you and find out what you like. Okay. Let's see. Another example would be, you know, pampering. You know, maybe you desire someone that's like a little touchy-feely, someone that's gonna, you know, give you a back massage, a foot rub, and not just for 5 minutes either. 5 minutes or less, and not lazy, like someone who is really gonna take the time to like see like, hey, you're working hard, you know, let me massage your feet, let me massage your back, you know, let me give you a scalp rub, you know, stuff like that. So that would be considered act of service. Okay. Basically doing something for you to either take pressure off of you, help you to save time, or just kind of like, you know, taking the initiative to do something for you where you can relax, where you can enjoy, where you could just sit back and receive. Okay, that would be acts of service. Okay, number 3 is receiving gifts. I love this one. Okay, it's not my top because I'm not, you know, I mean, I definitely want someone who's financially secure and, you know, in their life at this point in their life, but I'm not like a girl that's like all hooked up on, you know, gifts and stuff, but I do love them. Okay, so number 3, if you like receiving gifts, okay, it could be anything very simple to like your favorite candy bar, you know, your favorite chips, I don't know, your favorite ice cream, or it could be extravagant, like, you know, jewelry, a car. It could be, you know, roses, chocolates, you know, just take you on a vacation, you know, gifts like that. Okay, so yeah, you figure out if, you know, if you're a girl that likes to receive gifts. It could be things that's like flowers, you know, someone who's really into you in the very beginning, who's really listening and attentive. Like, you know, I'll take me as example. You know, I'm a very spiritual person, so maybe, you know, the next man I get, like, hey, you know, she's super spiritual, she's into like learning, crystals, healing. You know, maybe someone gets me a book on what I'm already into. You know, maybe someone might get me a crystal, might pick me up an amethyst crystal or a rare crystal that's hard to find, you know, turquoise, or, you know, maybe somebody might get me a little bag together from a metaphysical store, you know, things like that. But it would take someone to really be listening and really be attentive to you. So those are like simple gifts, like a book, a new tarot deck, you know, the crystal, sage, you know, crystal jewelry, you know, little simple things like that. A gas gift card, you know, those type of gifts, or, you know, maybe a gift card to your favorite place, a gift card to Chick-fil-A because you love, you know, you love to go to Chick-fil-A so much, or a gift card to Starbucks because, you know, your girl is a coffee person. So if someone gives me any type of thing that has to do with anything coffee, a coffee mug, a travel coffee mug, any type of gourmet coffee, anything that has to do with like coffee, making it and pouring it into, your girl is gonna appreciate. So those are simple, you know, gifts of someone who's into you that would get for you. Or it could be extravagant, like getting your nails done, you know, you know, desiring a guy that will pay to get your pedicure, like have a whole spa day planned out for you, like go get your hair done by the dopest hairstylist, then go get your nails and feet done by the dopest, you know, nail tech and pedicure, then, you know, go get a wax, you know, to keep everything, you know, looking good, and, you know, then go get a massage. You know, that's extravagant. You know, cash apping you money for no reason. You know, cash apping you whatever, because if you're in a relationship and it goes to that next level, of course, if you're a female, you're gonna do things that your man is gonna like. So them sending you money to go shopping, you know, you might pick up some lingerie that they like, you know, things like that, child. So yeah, that's number 3, receiving gifts. Number 4, quality time. This is one of the things that is very important to me. Okay, So quality time, if you're a person where, quality time is important to you, that means you are desiring a man that, okay, say they might work for themselves. If you're dating a guy who's self-employed or has a really great job, or, they make a lot of money, very financially secure, or whatever it is they do. If a man is working hard, he's working hard, period. I don't care what type of job they have, okay? So, but he's also working hard so he can show you, how he appreciates you. But he does understand that, hey, I'm working hard so I can not only be proud of myself and achieve my own personal goals, but I'm also working hard, so I can show my woman that I appreciate her. So you would be a type of person that would like, okay, hey babe, I know you're working hard, I know you're doing this for, to reach your goals and for us, but make sure that as much as we're working hard, make sure that we also take that time, that quality time, to spend with one another, okay? And for me, quality time is like being locked in. I don't I don't desire to be with someone who, we're trying to spend quality time and they're on their phone, they're on Instagram, they're calling somebody, talking at the dinner table, or while we're eating at a restaurant, talking to a friend, or while we're in the car, we could be enjoying music and having a good time. They're talking to someone, I just don't want anyone where we're trying to spend quality time and they always find an opportunity for something else to occupy their time. Because, if you're a man and you're a hard worker and you work all the time and you have a good woman that understands that, you also have to understand that she's going to want you to take some time out, as much as you work hard, to take that quality time and spend time with her. And for me, that's important. I understand that, some men are very ambitious and very driven and working hard. I get that. And, it's just, you work hard, but you also have to take that time for quality time, and it should be uninterrupted. It should be locked in. So that's something that is very important to me. And that, ladies, is something that you have to figure out, is that a big deal for you? Someone who's, jet setting here and there all the time, and then when you do try to spend quality time with them, they let work still creep into the time that you guys set aside. So that's something really important to pay attention to, okay? Number 5, because we're almost 30 minutes in, number 5 is physical touch. This is a biggie for me too, okay? Physical touch is more about intimacy, okay? It's not just about sex. Sex is important. It is healthy in a relationship, but intimacy is very, very important, because sometimes, you could be a person who, enjoys sex or whatever, and, as a woman, you feel it's important, but if you're with a man who doesn't understand intimacy and they only understand the sex part, you will still feel unsatisfied. You will still feel there's something missing, okay? So it's not just good enough to be, with a guy who's, has a high sex drive, or who loves sex, or, maybe you're a woman and you have a high sex drive, but having that intimacy with one another, like, hugs, like embraces, like when you walk in, you desire a man that just comes and like embraces you and hugs you and asks how your day was, and, take some time to just rub your back, like a baby. You know how when you rub a baby's back and you just console them, someone who takes the time out to do that. Someone who will, you have to see, like, okay, are you a person who loves to hold hands? Are you a person who loves to kiss? There are some people out there who are not affectionate at all. I have run into a lot of them. A lot of times it has to do with, how they were raised by their own family, was their own parents nurturing to them, okay? So I get it. I definitely get it that some people are not, touchy-feely. Some people are not affectionate. I do get it. But as a woman dating, deciding like who to give your time to in the long term, and possibly marriage, you definitely want to make sure and realize that if this is important to you, that this person is able to give it to you. Because I'm trying to tell you, if they say, hey, this is not my strong suit, I didn't receive this as a kid, this is like foreign to me, I'm telling you, don't even entertain it. And you know, sometimes the person might say, well, you know, you can teach me, you can show me, but I'm telling you, if a person doesn't have that already in them, trust me, they're not going to do it 9 times out of 10. It's hard to change people. So when you meet someone, it's whatever healing they have done on them own selves, whatever growth they have done on them own selves, that's as much change as you're gonna get, okay? But you know, people are, especially as you get older, people are just stuck in their ways and it's hard for them to change. So ladies, if you meet a guy and you're getting to know them and they say, hey, you know, I'm not a touchy-feely person, I don't like kissing, I don't like hugging hands, don't try to say, well, hey, I could teach you, or hey, I could show you, or maybe you can learn from me, because I'm telling you, you're gonna have a major problem down the road, okay? Because this person is gonna revert back to what they feel comfortable to once the newness of the relationship there's no more sparkly, it's not shiny anymore. You know, you guys are past that honeymoon phase in the relationship, and now you're really getting to dive deeper into the layers of each of you, and you're not going to be able to change them. So this is something that is important to me. Physical touch, someone you know, now I'm not talking about clinginess. I don't need someone who's clingy. I don't need someone who's on me all day, but I do like hugs, I do like long embraces, I do like kisses, I do like holding hands, you know, I do like sitting in my man's lap and having his arms wrapped around me. And some people are just not like that. I'm telling you, some people, you will be chilling at the house, and if you want to sit in their lap and be up on them, they'll be like, get off me, like, you, like, ugh, it happens, okay? So definitely make sure if physical touch is your love language, intimacy, someone who's really is into you, into your body, into just letting, like, showing you different ways, like not just saying, hey, I love you, but actually with physical touch, with action showing they love you. You know, you really definitely have to be honest with yourself. So if someone is showing you like, hey, I can't give you this, and it's at the top of your list, you know, hey, you know what, you're a great person, and it's not that you're not a great person because you're weak in this area, you're just not the person for me, okay? And I think that's the mindset that we have to have, you know, moving forward as we're becoming more aware of ourselves and just more spiritually aware and using our intuition. And it's not that this person is not a good person, it's that you're just not the person for me, okay? So after taking the test, ladies, I have found out that my results were words of affirmation is the #1 important love language for me, okay? And that's because I'm just such a you know, I'm really big on communication. I think communication is so important in a relationship. Being honest, being open. If you're in a relationship and you feel like you can't be open and honest with someone, regardless if they agree with it or not, it doesn't matter if they agree with it or not. You should be able to tell your significant other anything, okay? And as time progresses, now you can't tell them everything when you first meet them. I mean, come on, it's a little bit, you know, you got to get to know, so you can't just tell all your deep secrets because you're still learning them. But as time progresses, you should be able to be open and honest, okay? But also, I definitely want someone who's going to let me know, like, hey, Amber, you know, you look beautiful today, or hey, Amber, I'm proud of you, or hey, Amber, you know, I love you, or, you know, just whatever they see that's good about me, I would like to know so I can keep doing it, or so I could be better. And that's another thing. If you don't have someone who's telling you what they like about you, you don't know, you know, what you're doing right. You don't know if, you know, if you're looking good or not looking good, you know. I don't know, some men don't like makeup, you know. So if there's a guy who doesn't like makeup and you're wearing makeup and they never say like, hey, you look beautiful, or hey, I love it when you're not wearing makeup, you don't even know. So it's just so important. Communication is important, #1. And then, yeah, words of affirmation are very important to me because I definitely want to know what I'm doing right, what my person likes that I'm already doing, so I can do it even better. And just to know that, hey, this person appreciates me, okay? So my second most important love language was physical touch. Physical touch is very important to me. I love hugs. I'm a huggy person. I love hugs because I just feel like hugs, if you study hugs, there's a scientific study that hugging reduces stress, anxiety. It helps a lot, whether it's a friend, whether you're a mother hugging on your children, whether you're hugging a friend, a family member. Hugs, you just don't know how important hugs are. And when you have someone who's kind of raised cold, and now they don't know how to, give you hugs or kisses or whatever, you don't really realize like that spiritual, scientific part that hugs can do for the body. You don't really realize like what you're missing. Okay, so your physical touch is important. Kissing, hugging, holding hands, just snuggled up, all that stuff is important to me. Okay, I gotta get back in my phone, child. Okay, my third love language was quality time. Because I do understand that, people work hard, especially if you're self-employed. You have to work harder than what you would do for somebody else. But definitely when it's time to spend time with each other, and we book the trip, or we book the vacation, or we book the dinner reservation, or we have a staycation, like we stay in home, I want my person to be locked in. Okay, acts of service was my fourth love language that's important to me. And receiving gifts was my last one. I love gifts. I do. But, for some men who are very accomplished, who are very well off, giving a gift can be too easy. It's too easy to give a gift because you have money. You can just get a gift and it's easy. But I don't want someone who is financially secure and can buy me anything, and they think they can just buy my love, or they think they can just buy me something and I'll be okay with it, or they think because they're a good provider that all the other stuff has to go unnoticed. No. So that's why, someone who's really into me and wanting to learn what makes me happy, what makes me smile, who acknowledges me for all that I bring and all my worth, that is very important to me. So that's why I feel like the gifts end up coming last, because I definitely don't want a person who's just, thinks that they can just buy me something and skip words of affirmation, physical touch, quality time, acts of service, and they think they can just, buy me something, or because they have, if you want to get on my bad side, flaunt your money. Flaunt your money, be arrogant and cocky. I don't care how fine you are. I don't care how popular you are. I don't care how rich you are. I don't care who you know. You will be invisible to me, because at the end of the day, when you're stripped of all of that, if you lost all of that today, who are you really? If you're validated by how much money you make, how much women are giving you attention, what you can buy, and who knows you, if all that was taken away from you, would you still be an attractive person? Would your qualities still draw me in? And that's why I wanted to talk about this today, ladies, and that's why I took the test, so I can really know, going forward in my next relationship, what's important to me. And if a man can't do that, and they say, hey, I know this is important to you, but I'm not good in that area. I'm weak in that area. I wasn't raised like that. I get it. It's okay. You're not for me. Goodbye. And that's how we should all be, ladies. Never be afraid. I don't care how fine he is. I don't care how successful he is. I don't care how tall he is, tall, dark, chocolate, and handsome, or dark features and handsome. If he can't give you what you need and desire, let him go. I promise you, because it will be a headache in the long run. Okay, so ladies, for my single ladies, I'm going to leave the website where I took the test on the love languages. Hopefully I can find it, because it's not saved on my computer anymore. So hopefully I can find the website and leave that for you below, so you can take the test, so you can find out what's your top, number one love language, and what's your top 3 love languages. So as you're navigating in relationships and getting to know people, if someone's presenting to you something that is not for you, or they say, hey, I can't do that, you will say, I get it, I understand, you're a great person, you're just not for me. Okay. And so going forward, I definitely don't want to self-sabotage myself. I definitely don't want to close myself off to love. You know, especially when love was in the past, you know. My love life has been girl, it's a hot mess. We'll talk about that on Patreon, child. But yeah, I definitely don't want to close myself off to true love and someone who's gonna give me everything I've been desiring and wanting all this time. I don't want to close myself off to it. I don't want to self-sabotage. However, I don't want to, you know, not learn the lessons. All the lessons I've learned, I'm taking them with me. And when I see someone saying, hey, you know, I get that that's what you're into. I get that's what you like. You know, they're not for me. You know, especially spirituality. I didn't realize how many people are atheists. You know, when I was on the dating app, you know, it was some cute white guys. And every time I was like, oh, they're cute, they were atheists, you know. And I'm not hating on atheists. I'm not coming against them. But as for me, my heart and my vagina, I need someone who's spiritual, okay? I need someone who has something anchored into something that's bigger than them. Because if they have something anchored into them that's bigger than them, they're going to understand however they treat me is how they're treating themselves. However they treat me is how they're treating the person that they believes in, which I believe in God. So if I need someone to understand, like, hey, however I treat this beautiful woman, if I'm treating her bad, if I'm being disloyal, if I'm being dishonest, I'm being dishonest to a part of myself. I'm lying to a part of myself. I'm abusing to a part of myself. And we'll get in that into another video. And I'm being disrespectful to the person I believe in, the person who blessed me with all of this, the person who brought this person into my life. You know, I'm being disrespectful to him. So, ladies, definitely, if you don't have your list, make sure you have your list of what you want, okay? Because I know sometimes we can go through things in the past and we can be traumatized from the people that really just drained the life out of us or drug us in the mud or treated us horrible, okay? But we have to trust ourselves to know that if we've done that healing work, if we took that time aside to get to learn ourselves, our value, what we're worth, and the things that we need to work on that attracted this person in the first place, you got to trust yourself and trust God to know that you learned the lessons, bring those lessons with you and move forward, okay? What's the point in learning lessons if you're not going to use them, okay? So you got to trust yourself. Don't sabotage yourself and close off yourself to love. There's no such thing as waiting on God to send you a man. I know some people might strongly disagree with me. I will say it again. There is no such thing as waiting on God to send you a man or a woman, okay? Because you are a goddess. You are a god. You have free will. And it's basically, you will manifest what you want. God hears your prayers. He will help you manifest the partner that you're looking for. He will present it to you. And it's up to you to recognize when you've manifested a partner, when you've manifested someone that you've been looking for, it's up to you to realize that, to see it. Because God will present, He will position people, but He will never force you to take action. It's like, okay, you asked for this. Here it is. The time it's here. Do you recognize it, or are you going to self-sabotage it? And your self-sabotage is going to turn to an energy where you're going to attract the exact opposite of what you left, okay? So that's the thing too, okay? So ladies, make sure you take that test. Make sure today or this week you work on what is the love language that's important to you. What's your number one love language? And then what's your top 3? And then when you find that out and you know that, well, as you're dating and you're getting to know people in a relationship, when someone shows you who they are, believe it, accept it, and say, hey, I get it. I get it. We all come from, you know, effed up families. We've all dealt with things that weren't good, and I get it. You don't know how to do this, so you're just not for me at this time. Or, you know, go work on yourself, and if I'm free, if I'm available, then we'll talk, okay? So that's how you ladies need to be, okay? I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments. Do you know what your number one love language is? I would love to hear in the comments, what's your number one love language? Or if you know your top 3, what's your top 3? Or did you even know about the different type of love languages? You know, maybe studying the love languages in your spare time is maybe something you need to do so you can really to know who you are, okay? Because what I do for myself is what I expect for someone else to do. You know, if I'm encouraging myself, if I'm doing my own positive affirmations, if I'm thinking positive, if I'm patting myself on the back, if I'm telling myself I'm doing a good job, you know, I expect someone else to do that too. you know, what we see in ourselves, our ideal partner, is often what we see in them. Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna get deep into that because this video is long. It's going on 40 minutes. I love you ladies. I love you guys. I hope you're having a great day. If you're not signed up to my Patreon page, I don't know why when I get on camera I start belching. It's weird, but for those of you who are not signed up to my Patreon page, make sure you check it out. I'll leave the link below because we are going to get into some grown woman things on there, okay? I look forward to getting to know you ladies and answering your questions. Any questions that you have for me that I can help you with. I love you, and I will see you in the next one.